back with part 4 in this series reflecting on my last 10 years here at SixDegrees.org. One of the moments that really stayed with me happened during the early days of recording the 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon podcast, in which I was an executive producer on. So at the time, we're building what felt a giant storytelling machine. We're interviewing really incredible people who cared really deeply about different causes and community. And meanwhile, we were trying to really figure out, how do we use storytelling in a way that would actually move people toward action? And one of those early guests was actually Jamie Lee Curtis. And I know we shouldn't have favorites, but she was definitely a favorite. And if you know anything about Jamie, you know she doesn't do surface level conversations. She really shows up fully human in a really special way. So I jumped on early for this recording just to kind of get set up. And to my surprise, she was already on. And I had one of those really cheesy virtual backgrounds on. I was sitting in my guest room, I think. And so Jamie made a comment how a cute background or something. And I admitted that it was fake. And she laughed and said that, she prefers real. She's like, take it off. And so I turned off the background and suddenly we're looking at this bed behind me. And it was really small and it was silly, but it instantly made everything feel human and not needing all kinds of polish. Jamie came on this podcast to talk about My Hand in Yours, supporting Children's Hospital in Los Angeles, and Free Mom Hugs, an organization that offers a mom's hug to people who have loss of support and love of their own families after coming out. I remember realizing something during this episode and really the full season. Sometimes the most powerful thing that you can give someone is helping them feel less alone. After we wrapped that interview, Jamie actually asked me to send her my address and the names of my daughters. And a week later, this big box arrived filled with all of her children's books. There was about 12 of them from my daughters, Abigail and Eloise. And in fact, I have some here. What do you see? It's hard to be 5, and boy, is it. And she did the same thing for one of our audio team members who had just had a baby. She signed each one and put these really affirming, encouraging notes in it. And it wasn't performative. It wasn't for content. It was just this really deeply thoughtful gesture. Filming those 35 episodes taught me something I still carry in our work today. Stories are infrastructure. They create a sense of belonging. They help people feel understood and seen, and they may even help someone stay another day. So if disconnection is part of the crisis, maybe storytelling is going to be part of the cure. And if you'd like to be part of that cure, consider joining us. Head to SixDegrees.org and make a gift.